give
This
my
conference
introduction,
will now
everything.
be recorded.
We will directly go into the integration concept. Let's start this without wasting the time. Let's get into the real story. Very interesting story. No writing, only watching today. No writing, only watching. Right? Primary monitor. So, what is an integration? You have been hearing this word called integration, integration, integration every time, right? Most of the time you hear integration. What is an integration? Whenever you are connecting, whenever you are exchanging any type of data, setting, services, metadata, in single word, whenever you are performing any type of information exchange between two different system or two same system, we call them integration. Salesforce talking to Salesforce is an integration. OF91 is talking to, right, let's say Gopal's org. It's an integration. Both orgs are individual. Whatever I do, I create. Can I see in Gopal's org? No. Whatever Gopal creates, can you see in your org? No. I want the data to talk. Such type of data sharing across a system is called, such type of data sharing across a system is called integration. Mostly in Salesforce, we integrate with third party. Integration with third party. Why? What is the need? What is the need of integration in Salesforce? Whenever you want to pass a information to a third party system, Rupam, why I need a third party? For example, Salesforce is not an telecom provider. It is not a Airtel or a Jio. It is not, Salesforce is not operating a mobile phone. But whenever a customer is created and case is raised and opportunity is created or a lead is created, I want an SMS to go. How can Salesforce send an SMS? Because Salesforce is not a telecom provider. Hence, Salesforce has to integrate with a telecom provider, Airtel, Vodafone, or any SMS gateway platform, right? Any SMS gateway platform. For example, way to SMS, once upon a time used to use. Those who have used, they knows it, right? From web to phone SMS, right? So I can, to pass my data, right? Whichever features are not available, we will integrate with other system to get that features or the information. For example, live rate. In a Salesforce, I'm raising an order in 100 USD. 100 USD. Do you know what is the conversion to rupee? Is it that Salesforce is maintaining that data? Answer is no. Salesforce is not maintaining the data because Salesforce is not a conversion or currency expert. Salesforce is a development or a platform expert. It will give you a platform where you can build anything. You built a software, but there you need a conversion of money. I want exactly the dollar rate. Banks. Somebody came to buy dollar. I will say $1 equals to 76.42. Can I say 76? No, even 42, 43 also matters. In bank, even single digit also matters. How can I get a live data? Right? Is it the SBI is maintaining the live data? No. Who is maintaining? Stock exchange currency. So I will integrate my system with the stock exchange currencies and automatically I will get the live rates. Same way, I want to ship my product. Somebody says 500090. You go to Flipkart, you go to, please enter your PIN code, check. It will say, sorry, cannot be delivered in this location. From where did it got your 50090? This location is maintained by whom? Amazon is maintaining that information? No. Amazon is not an postal department. This information is maintained by postal department. Amazon is integrated with postal department. To get what? To get the PIN code. Once the postal department, as soon as you give the PIN code to the postal department will give you response back saying that Bachipalli, Rangareddy district, right? It will say Medchal Malkajgiri district, state Telangana, right? Main post office is Miapur or something like this. Who is giving? Tomorrow if the post office changes, I didn't know worry because I'm post office expert. Post office expert is India Post. I'm not saving the data in my database. No way. I'm whenever I want information, I will go and say, hey, postal service, can you give me the information? Service is giving me the information. I will use it for purposes. That means, see, now I have to integrate Salesforce with a postal department system. These type of exchange of data, information across the system is called integration. What is an integration? Exchange of an information across a system or a platform is called integration. Those who are taking notes, I told you writing, but couple of notes you have to take it down. So write down the heading called as integration. Right? What is integration? Exchange of information. Exchange of information across a system or a platform. Across a system or a platform is called integration. Is called integration. Is called integration. Right? So what are the informations we share? Write down. Type of information shared over integration. Number one, data. We share data. Number two, metadata. Data about data. Number three, settings. Settings and configurations. Settings and configurations. Number four, services. We'll talk about it. These are the four information that we share from one system to other system. Whenever you're sharing this information from one system to other system, we call them as integration. What is the purpose? Why do you need integration? Number one, sharing information. Number two, sharing, right, resources. Number three, first one, sharing data and resources. Put in one line only. Sharing data and resources. Why do we need information? Sharing data and resources. Number two, getting or obtaining required resource or information. Second point, getting or obtaining required data/information. Third, extended features. Extended features. I want to send an SMS. This feature is not a part of Salesforce. This feature is a part of Bharati, Vodafone. So now I'm extending this my Salesforce to SMS gateway. Payment gateways, right? Example, payment gateways, SMS gateways, right? Or what, right? So types of services, right? So why we need exchange of data? Next, whenever you need a data, right? Obtaining, right? Data or information. Third one, right? What is the third one? Extended features. These are the reasons why we do integration in the real time. I want to extend my features. I don't have this feature available in my Salesforce environment. Okay, why can't you use another system, Amazon Web Service? Why can't you connect Salesforce to AWS and use that feature? Wow, that's a good idea. Rather than you writing a complete, right, a feature in your program, why can't I extend it to that program? Right? Integrations are of two types. There are two types of integration available. First one is called as non-declarative integrations. Second one is called as declarative integration. Integration are of two types: declarative, non-declarative. Declarative are also called as tool-based integration. You don't need programming knowledge. just a tool like a data loader. Do you need a programming knowledge to use the data loader? No. Install the data loader, click on insert, enter the username and password with a secure token, click next, point the file, map, click next, 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 upload. Somebody has already written a program for you. Somebody has already built that tool for you. Data loader, MuleSoft, Informatica, Boomi, Ant, right? Visual Code, DBAMP. These are all what? These are tool based. That means you just need to configure. This is, it will say, okay, what is the server you want to connect? I want to connect to Postal. Select Postal. It will give you the list of postal services. India Postal, US Postal. Select India Post. Click next. It will say what data you want. I want, what data will you give? I will give a postal code. Okay. What data you want in return? I want city as well as, right, state as well as country. Give me these three things. Next, next, finish. No programming, only with a wizard, only with a tool, right? We call them as tool based integration, also called as declarative integration. Declarative. Mostly you have to pay. Why somebody will give you this for free? Why somebody will develop this for free? No. Hence it is a paid. It's a paid one. Paid version. That means for Informatica you have to DBAMP. You see that $1,300 per, right, year per user. So costly. All declarative are costlier. All declarative integrations or tool-based integration are license-based, right? That means if you want to buy a third-party license, you have to pay for it. It's easy to configure, easy to handle. Even a non-programmer can handle. MuleSoft, anybody can. But the next is called program-based integration, non-declarative, program-based integration, where you will not buy any tool. You will not buy any tool. The company will not buy any tool. Developers will develop using web services. Web Service Definition Language, WSDL. That includes SOAP and REST. SOAP API, REST API. Example, what are the programs we write? Metadata API, bulk API, chatter API, streaming API, partner API, tooling API. There are different types of APIs available. We write. Here, company says, sorry, I don't want to pay license fee year and year. Why should I pay license fee every year? I'll pay a one-time fee, I'll get it developed. In real time, mostly we use this programming based integration, where you as a programmer will be developing. You as a programmer will be developing or creating the integration. Company will not go by license because they have to pay monthly license fee or yearly license fee, right? Why they should pay yearly license fee, right? It's an, till the time they're using, Amazon will be there for 100 years, right? If Amazon gets a tool based integration with postal department, then every month they have to pay for next 100 years. They thought that it's too costly. One time job, will write a program and done. Programming based integration. Clear? Anybody has any question till here? What is integration? Sharing of information across a system or a platform is called integration, right? What type of information we share? We share data, we share metadata, we share, right, settings and configuration, we share services. Why do you need integration? To share resources, to get or obtain whatever we want, information that we want from third-party system. For extending a feature, things which are not there in Salesforce, we can extend the features, we can extend this capability using an integration. How many types of integrations are there? There are two types of integration: declarative, non-declarative. Declarative is a tool based where you don't need any program. Data loader is a declarative. It's a tool, right? You're not doing any program to upload data, just following it next, next, next. Programming base, that's where we are here. Anybody has any question till here before I move forward? Able to understand? Able to understand? Able to understand? Yes or
Yes, sir.
silent? Right. In Salesforce, non-declarative, that's programming, has again 4 types of integration: security integration, UI integration, logic integration, data integration. Again, the REST and SOAP is further divided into 4 types of integration: security integration, UI integration, logic integration. Right? Logic integration. Now let's understand this. Let's understand this. Right? Paint. Paint. Right? Basic day-to-day life example. Right? Let's take example. A boy. Let's assume that one Bengali boy loves a Telugu girl. This is a Bengali boy, right? Boy, boy, Bengali, girl, Telugu girl. Bengali boy doesn't know Telugu. Telugu girl doesn't know Bengali. They are looking each other every day, right? Right? Giving smiles. Girl knows that the boy is right, full trying to convince. Girl is also okay, but now there is a communication gap. నీ పేరేంటిది? The boy is saying, কি বললে আমি বুঝতে পারলাম না. The girl said, ఏం మాట్లాడుతున్నావు? ఏం ভাষা দি? তুমি কি বলছো? কোন ভাষা কি ভাষাটা বলছো আমি তো বুঝতে পারছি না. There's a problem. Same thing in Salesforce. Salesforce is running in Apex, different language, whereas here it's SAP, which is ABAP. How can they both talk? I want this both system to talk to each other. Same problem. The boy is Bengali. Here the system is Apex. There the girl is Telugu. Here the system is SAP. This is SFDC system. SFDC system. Actually wrong. I did it another way around. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Okay. So here it is Apex. This is SFDC system. Similarly, there it's ABAP, right? ABAP. Those who know, SAP system has a languaging called as ABAP. Both wants to talk to each other. Both wants to talk to each other. Can they talk? Obviously not. Can they talk? Obviously not. Because one is using Apex language, other is using ABAP language. Here the boy is using Bengali language, right? And the girl is using Telugu language. Telugu language. Both cannot talk to each other. What they will do? 3-4 days they will try. Then boy will think, work avatledu. This is not working. Girl also will sing, ila aithe gaadu. They will meet each other. They will first decide one common. They will take one big paper and they will say, don't speak your language, don't speak my language. Let's speak English. You know English? Yes, I know English. Girl ask, why? You know English? Yes, we know English. So let's decide that we will use English, a common language which you know, I know. Or girl, no, I don't know English. Boy says, I don't know English. Which language you know? I know Hindi. Girl says, I know also Toda Toda. I know a little bit Hindi. They will come to a compromise saying that, okay, let's right talk Hindi. Tum mujhe achhi lagti ho. The boy will say. the girl will understand. Oh, he's telling me నేను అంటే ఆయనకి ఇష్టము. Conversion. Right? She'll be converting after understanding the language. So they decide one common language to speak. Here also we need a common. Here also we need a common language. Keep on watching. Everything that I'm doing with the boy and girl, the same thing is applied here between. This site can be Amazon, AWS. This side is Salesforce. The other side can be Indian Postal Service. Indian Postal Service has been written a programming in C++, or the programming was used called .NET. How can a .NET can talk to an Apex is a question. Hence, they cannot. So the boy decides a common language. Boy decides a common language. Same thing I'll be keep on doing and then I'll start. Here also, they decide a common language. What is that? JSON or XML. Here also, English or Hindi. English or Hindi. There also, the common language is called JSON or XML. JSON is a universal language. XML is a universal language. When you say universal, every system should, must, and will understand. Whether it's a SAP, whether it's a Microsoft system, whether it's a Sun Solaris system, whether it's a Unix, Linux system, whether it's an Android operating system, whether it can be anything in this earth, every system in this earth will have two things common in them: JSON and XML. JSON and XML. Whenever you want to communicate, you have to use what? JSON and XML. JSON and XML. Right? In integration, the common language between the two systems is called JSON. We will go next tomorrow class. JSON will start, separate topic. Now I'm giving you the overall integration, what you're going to learn in integration, how the integration happens. Each one of the green, you will be learning one by one. In the next 1 month class, 1 month class from today, you would be learning, and no dummy integrations. As I told you in my development class also, live real-time integrations, right? I don't believe, because integration is something which you cannot learn in a dummy environment. You have to learn in a live environment, and I'll show you all in live environment, right? So there are first common agreement. What are those? Right? Those are called then, right? So now here the common language is called JSON or XML. You can decide any one, or you can okay, let's stick to English, because Telugu, Hindi thoda thoda aata hai, zyada nahi, right? The girl says. Boy say okay, don't worry, we merko I'd also English not full no, only half no. So broken English. But anyhow, see, the English, but the feelings are getting converted. I अच्छा लगता है, I अच्छा लगता है, I is English, अच्छा लगता है is, but the girl understood that the boy is saying I like you. The feelings are getting converted. All these feelings are your data. The data, right? Data is I like you. The data is I like you. The data needs to be converted, right? The data needs to be converted to what? In Bengali, আমি তোমাকে ভালোবাসি, but he cannot, if I tell to the girl will not understand. So I need to convert it into JSON, right? Then the JSON will reach the SAP system. SAP system will reconvert it back. See, conversion, and so here what is happening? This is the data is I love you. Love is the data. You will be converting the data in Bengali, right? This is in English. Actually, আমি তোমাকে ভালোবাসি. আমি তোমাকে ভালোবাসি. ATBB. If I tell to the girl, she will slap me. ఏంది? right? Now you have to convert this to English. Then in English it is called as what? Automatically after conversion in English, I'm making a conversion, it will become ILU. Now you will pass the data to the girl. Data receive. After receiving the data, after receiving the data, the system, the girl will convert into her Telugu. What he said? Nuvvu naku istamu. Right? Nuvvu naku chala istamu. So you have converted it. Now the girl understood. See how one data, three difference. Again, the girl will give a reply now. This is called as serialization. Serialization. Serialization concept in integration. In integration, serialization. Serialization means converting a data to a JSON. Converting a data to a JSON. Converting a data or information to a JSON is called serialization. Is called data to a JSON. Is called what? Serialization. Converting a data. My data is in Apex format. I want to pass it, so serialize it. Serialize it to JSON. This is called serialization. This is called serialization. Serialization. What is the serialization? Converting your feeling to English is called serialization. And then passing. So in integration, you have to serialize your data. Once the data is serialized, now it is ready for transfer. You can send it. You can send it. You can send it. Right? Send it. I can send. It's ready for sending. See, Ami tomake bhalobashi. I serialized it and it became I love you. Now this I love you is ready to send. Now I'm sending I love you. Right? After the girl receives the I love you, she's a Telugu girl. She understood, but she needs to convert it. So the data is received here. Right? In what format? In JSON format. Again from JSON, she has to convert it back to her local. She has to convert it. This is called as deserialization. Deserialization. I love you is in English. English to Telugu conversion is called deserialization. Deserialization. Whenever, who will do the deserialization? Deserialization will be done by the another system. I am sending the data. Sender will serialize, receiver will deserialize. Serialization is nothing but conversion. Conversion of a data to a universal format. What are the universal format? Conversion of a Salesforce data information to a universal format called JSON and then giving it to the ABAP system. ABAP system will convert JSON back to ABAP because he cannot store the data in a JSON format. No. Here, right? She cannot store the data in a I love you format. ఆయన నాకు I love you అన్నాడు కాదు. ఆయన నాకు నేను చాలా ఇష్టం అన్నాడు. Telugu to Telugu only. Don't mix Telugu and English. When this girl is telling her friend, there's a boy who told me, నాకు చెప్పాడు నేనంటే చాలా ఇష్టం. నేనంటే చాలా ఇష్టం is what? It's a Telugu word. From where she got it? She got this data from I love you, which is nothing but in English. She has converted the English to a Telugu. That is called deserialization. Same thing. Data to a JSON or XML is called serialization. From a JSON back to that particular system, understanding data is called deserialization. Because Telugu, it has to be Telugu, no English word here. I love you is English word, but when it comes inside the girl, in the girl's brain, it has to store in Telugu only. Right? So deserialization. Girl will give a reply. When girl gives reply, she will serialize. She want to convey, right? Right? She wants to convey, right? ఎప్పుడు కలుద్దాం? She wants to convey that, right? Then she has to convert in English. When should we meet? Again the same process. Again the same process. She will serialize. She serialize, converting a Telugu to English. ఎప్పుడు కలుద్దాం? When we'll meet? When we'll meet will come here in now. This data will come. When will we meet is the data. This will come here. Here Bengali. কখন দেখা করব? In Bengali it is called as কখন দেখা করব. 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Tomorrow 10, right? Tangband, NTR Park. See, he is doing serializing, deserializing, serializing, deserializing, serializing, deserializing, right? So here again, the girl is now serializing it. The girl is serializing because whoever wants to transfer, now she is the transfer. She wants to seize the sender. He is the receiver. Earlier he was the sender, boy was the sender, girl was the receiver. This keeps on going like this. Serialization, deserialization, serialization, deserialization, serialization, deserialization. Here the common language is English. Here the common language is called, in integration we call them as what? JSON and XML. Right? Next, guys, till here understood what is the serialization, what is the deserialization? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, everyone? Anybody
Yes.
experienced person with a girlfriend? You can give me your scenario. I can put it here in the integration, because that is also integration only, right? Any cross religion, cross, what do you call, language loves, it's integration. You have to, right? Okay, let's go ahead. Now first piece is clear. What is the serialization, what is deserialization? Now the girl is at home. Boy has started messaging him kuchi puchi messages, right? Then girl says, my father can in my home, right? Anybody can pick my mobile. They can see my mobile. And if you write the yesterday only my brother saw your message. Don't message me after 6 o'clock. Now you're setting some rules. Right? You're setting some rules. What are the rules? Rules after 6 only. No messages after 6. After 6 to 9 p.m. message Jeku. The girl is setting some rule. Mostly girl will only do that. Boys has to follow. Right? She's setting some rules. Right? Next, when I talk, you don't talk. If both talks, then what I am telling you can't listen, what you are telling I can't listen. Talk one at a time. Talk one at a time. She's setting some rules. Boy agreed. Boy is no more messaging him or her in between 9 to 6. When అమ్మాయి మాట్లాడితే okay, వింటున్నా, only listening only. Right? Girl says, Indi only listening, you're not telling anything. Whenever you tell anything, నువ్వు ఎక్కువ మాట్లాడుకు, నోరు మూసుకుండు, నేను చెప్పేది విను. Again boy goes cool and calm. So this is going on. Everything is going good now. Love affair started. Love is going on. Full-fledged integration started working. Now, suddenly one day at 4 o'clock boy messaged, girl fathers came early. Her dad came from the office early. Phone was lying there. Kink అనగానే వాళ్ళ ఫాదర్ ఫోన్ తీసుకొని, హాయ్ డార్లింగ్, మిస్సింగ్ యూ, ఒక మెసేజ్. వాళ్ళ ఫాదర్ ఫుల్ రైజ్. Any mistake from boy side? No, because as per the rules agreed, no message after 6 to 9. So boy is perfectly fine. I've sent it at 4 o'clock. You were not able to handle your system. From my system, I didn't send a message after 6 p.m. I sent it at 4 p.m. But in your system, some problem is there, right? And right, the data exposed to someone else. Girl comes next day after 2 days, no talk. Third day, she calls and says that my father saw the message at 4 o'clock you sent. నువ్వే అన్నావు కదా 4 o'clock ముందు మెసేజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, నేను అందుకే చేశాను. దట్స్ ద రీజన్ ఐ మెసేజ్డ్ యూ బిఫోర్ 4. యూ టోల్డ్ మీ నాట్ టు మెసేజ్ ఆఫ్టర్ 6, సో ఐ డెంట్ మెసేజ్డ్. ఫైన్, ఏం చేద్దాం మరి? లెట్స్ డూ వన్ థింగ్, లెట్స్ యూస్ కోడ్ వర్డ్. నౌ ఐఎమ్ ఎన్కోడింగ్ మై డేటా. Let's use code word. Decided. A word that nobody will understand. I will say bow bow. Bow bow. Ante missing you. Now the boy says bow bow. Even the girl father sees idendi kukkalaka bow bow, because father doesn't know the meaning of bow bow. Between both of them, they agreed bow bow means I'm missing you. Right? Meow meow means I love you. ఈడు బాబు అంటే ఆమె మేమ అంటుంది. ఏంటంటే వీడు ఏంటిది, ఏం లేదు బా డాడీ తిడుతున్నాను అన్ని. బాబు అంటే ఆడు బాబు, నేను మేమ అంటున్నాను డాడీ. అయిపోయింది. ఫాదర్ ఇస్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ద స్క్రీన్, బికాస్ నౌ దే హ్యావ్ ఎన్కోడెడ్, దే హ్యావ్ ఎన్క్రిప్టెడ్, దే హ్యావ్ ఎన్కోడెడ్ whatever the data that has been passed has a security threat, has a security threat, right? Even if the father takes the mobile phone, he will not be able to understand by this encrypted keywords. This is called as encryption, data security. This is called as, between the two system, you will do encryptions. 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 Data security. Right? All the data that has from Salesforce to SAP, SAP, I cannot just pass in an open manner. While serialization, I have to encrypt it. I have to say I love you until I'll convert it to meow meow. Meow meow, I'll serialize it. I will send it through JSON to the system. ABAP or SAP, meow meow. It will deserialize it to what? It will first encrypt. It will encrypt it. After encryption, the data it will come out as meow meow. Then it will be converted to love you. Right? The girl will again want to send miss you. She will say bow bow. She will encrypt it, then serialize it, then pass it across the network, send it to Salesforce system. Salesforce system will receive the data, will deserialize. After deserialization, the data is still not in a readable format. Right? After deserialization, data is still not in a readable format because it is encrypted. It says bow bow. Then the bow bow is converted to the Apex understandable data, that is called miss you. Now the information is passed. This is how the whole story of integration is running. Whole story of integration is running. Right? This whole set of rules are called protocols. There is a concept called as protocol. Whenever you define a standard rules of transportation, we call them as protocol. Protocols. You might have heard about HTTP protocol, HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, TCP/IP, right? TCP/IP, SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocols, FTP, File Transfer Protocols. What are protocols? These are rules of transferring data. Rules of transferring data, right? Use encryption, talk at a time, right? It's understanding between the two systems. No data between 9 to 6. These rules. are called. Simple word. I will be having one more paint. Now I will draw a neat and clean diagram which you will be able to understand. Right, guys? Guys, able to understand? Yes or no? Yes. I am
Yes.
trying to teach you in
Yes,
your
sir.
own language, in your own terms. Right? Right. So this is a Salesforce system. You want to transfer a data between a Salesforce system, right? This is a Salesforce system. SALESFORC. Now I'm doing a neat and clean diagram. This is APEX. You want to transfer to a third party system. Third party. It can be what? It can be SAP. It can be AWS. It can be, right, any system. Postal system, right? Any system. They can have their own language or custom language. If it's a ASP.NET system, then they'll be using, right, .NET as. Now you want to communicate. This is integration. To have an integration, what are the things that I need? Keep on watching. These are the things I need. First thing, what do you want to communicate? Right? First thing, before you start communicating, understanding, right? 9 o'clock, 6 to 9, message cheyakodadu. Don't message me between 6 to 9. Message only in encoded language. Don't put in English also. Encoded language. All these agreements are done. What I will do, those are called protocol. The first concept of integration you have to learn is protocol. Protocol is the first concept. Tell me whatever protocols you have, right? What are the protocols you know? TCP IP. TCP IP. Next, B. HTTP slash HTTPS. HTTPS. Second protocol. Next, C. Right? FTP. Next, D. What do you know? Right? SMTP. Or right, POP, post office protocol, or SMTP protocol. Right? So many protocols are there. Right? So fine, Sal, example is enough. First concept that you have to learn is called protocol. First concept, protocol. Second, 02. What is that? Data. Data. Second concept is data. Second concept is data. Whenever there's a data, I can transfer the data in two format. A, JSON. B, XML. I have to see, right? Data, JSON and XML. Bracket, serialize, deserialize. Serialize slash serialize and deserialize. Serialize, deserialize, encryption, all comes here. I can also take one more format called text, plain text, right? So protocol, nothing but what? Understanding between the two system is called protocol. Data can be transferred with what? Data has to be encrypted and then it has to be transferred to JSON or XML, right? This is what we'll learn. Now comes the security. 03. Security. The last one, security. Integration, these are the three things. Security. How do you know whether I am replying? Girl will say, boy will ask, how do I know it's you? Hi ante hi reply ochindi. I said hi. Somebody from that system replied hi. Somebody from that system replied hi. How do I know whether this is girl replied or girl brother replied? Right? So we will have what? So first of all, lock your phone. Password authentication. Password based authentication. Lock your mobile phone. Right? The girl will lock, boy will lock. Next, key based. Key based authentication. Key based. Whenever I'm sending a data, I will add one key. I will add one key. BGB. Hi. Boy will understand. Oh, BGB ante we discussed that whenever you're sending a message, right? I will say BGB. That means it's me. Some type of key. We'll use some keys, lock and keys. Who can open the door? Anybody who has a key can open the door. Anybody who has a password can open a door. C. Open authentication. Open auth. D. Certificate base. That means ID card. We'll talk about it. E. Right? Single sign in. SSO. SSO based authentication. Right? D. A B C D E A B C D E F. Right? AD based authentication, Active Directory based. We'll talk about it. First, let's understand. Right? Perfectly done. This whole black box is what? This whole black box is SOAP or REST, REST. This whole black box is SOAP or REST. Inside the SOAP and REST, we write this all. These are the two languages, SOAP and REST. Inside the SOAP and REST, we write this all. What are you able to see? We are writing this all. Let's take one more example. Wait, you'll understand everything, right? Once it happens. Let's take one more example. Rupam, very much interested in online shopping. Today, everyone is interested in online shopping, right? For an online shopping, you know that you need a bank account with online. So Rupam is these days not going outside, fully dependent on Flipkart and Amazon. Now, what happened? Let's understand. Rupam goes to the Flipkart website. Flipkart. He goes. He opens a Flipkart account, right? He opens a Flipkart account. He started buying some product. He choose some 3 products he is interested in. 3 products he is interested in. He select the product. He click on purchase. He comes to the order screen. Total 5,000 rupees is the payment. How you have to pay? Right? Online. Now, Flipkart is integrated with ICICI Bank. Let's say that Rupam has an ICICI Bank account. ICICI Bank. In the Flipkart page, I'm entering username and password. Flipkart is contacting the bank. Hey, for this username, can you give me the balance information? He's trying to pay me 5,000. This will be passed. Bank will give a reply. Yes, he has 5,000. Do you want me to debit the 5,000? Yes, debit 5,000. From your bank account, 5,000 is removed. Order raised. You got an order shipped. Perfectly fine. Then after 3-4 months, you opened ICICI Bank online banking. Suddenly you see that from your bank, some 20,000 rupees is gone. Govinda, Govinda. Gone. 20,000 is vanished. You contacted the bank. How did, sir, you paid to Flipkart? How? I paid only 5,000 rupees to Flipkart. Remaining 15,000 is not my transaction. As soon as you are entering your username and password, when the data is going, there is some intelligent guy sitting somewhere in the corner, right? Some intelligent guy, very intelligent, called hackers. Hackers. He's waiting. He's just waiting when you will do the transfer. When you will enter your username and password, you entered for 5,000. He will let your 5,000 go. But he got your information. And next time, behalf of you, he will request the bank and he will take the money. Sir, I see that you did a transaction in Amazon. Amazon, I don't have an account in Amazon. How can I pay in Amazon? No, sir, I can see that you paid. It's your username and password. You will be thinking, I didn't give my username and password to anyone, but okay, right? I don't want, I don't want online banking. Stop my online banking. Stop everything, right? I will come to bank and I'll deposit money. There is a lot of fraud in the online banking. So bank says, okay, as your wish. You might have given a password to someone. Rupam is saying, no, I didn't give password to anyone. Possible, sir. Without your password, nobody can take the money from your account. So hacker has taken the money. Now I stopped internet banking. Right? Flipkart, after 2-3 months, observed Rupam is not buying anything. 2 months over, last order raised 3 months back. Flipkart is calling Rupam. Hello, sir, I'm calling from Flipkart. Looks like that you're not coming to our website and marketing. Then Rupam will get angry. What, man? I came to your website. I went ahead and I now typed some. I used my username and password for 5,000. My bank account, I was charged 20,000. Your website is fake. I entered in your website. It is your website who leaked my password to someone else. It is your internal employee. Some of your Flipkart employee might have taken my, have used it because I entered in your page. I entered in the Flipkart page, right? So it is your responsibility. I don't trust you anymore. Okay. Flipkart takes the feedback. Now they decide like this. Many customers are turning away from Flipkart. Flipkart says, ah man, if this is the way it goes on, people will not trust us, right? Flipkart is not able to know who stole the password and everything. Internal employee, somebody stole it and using the card, credit card numbers, CCV numbers and using it. Then Flipkart, what he did, he said, okay, let's do one thing, right? Flipkart, let's do one thing. Why can't Flipkart again call me back? Rupam, if you don't mind, I mean, we are changing our system. Will you shop with us if we remove the password from our page and we move it to the bank page? That means when you click on order, we will not ask you to enter the password in our page. Flipkart will no more take any username, password in their page, in their system, right? We will call the bank system. Bank system, you enter the password in the bank system. Are you okay? Are you okay? That is what is happening today. When you click on buy, you don't enter the data in the, it will say you will be diverted to the SBI page, right? Rupam says, okay, I trust bank. Flipkart says, okay, sir. Now the Flipkart removes the password and everything from their page. Whenever you click on order, Flipkart will call the ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank will say, please enter your username and password. You enter the username and password there. And the shopping went good. Looks like everything is going good, right? This guy is not able to crack the bank system. What happened? Any question? Listen the story. This guy is not able to crack the bank system. For the next 2-3 months, any question, guys? I see that mic getting unmuted. So this guy is breaking the head because now the password is no more in the Flipkart, but he's not able to crack ICICI Bank because it's HTTPS secure. HTTPS secure, right? It is on the bank page. Then somehow this guy got a crack. Somehow this guy got a crack to the bank. He also hacked the bank. Suddenly after 6 months, again I saw the same thing. I paid for 2000 from my account, 5000 is removed. Then again I stopped trusting both Flipkart and bank. Both are waste. I started again a couple of months, see that this Rupam has not raised any order. He called me back again. Rupam, what happened now? I said, what happened? Okay, now again my money is gone. Rupam says that, hey, this is not our mistake. We have diverted you to the bank. It's a bank problem. Whoever problem it is, but my money is gone. No, I will not do any online shopping. Flipkart contacts the bank saying that, hey bank, because of you, my business is getting spoiled. Because somebody is able to crack your system, my customers are losing trust on me. Bank says, okay, who is the customer? These are the customers. Bank says, okay, let me contact the customer. Bank calls Rupam. Hey Rupam, I'm calling from ICICI Bank. Yes, tell me. It looks like that you have a issue, security issue with that. Yes, I don't trust you anymore. Okay, whom you trust? So see, password and username based authentication is not a trustworthy. Going to the diagram now. This password and user based security is not right. It is not great. Anybody who can get it can get. So bank says, I said, no, I don't trust you. Whom you trust? Whom you trust? You tell me. In IT world, which company you trust? Uh, okay. If we get a certificate from Microsoft, if Microsoft tells you that ICICI Bank is safe, use it. Will you use again? I will say, okay. If Microsoft tells that ICICI Bank website is safe, guys, nobody can hack, and Microsoft gives you a certification, certified, then I'll come to your bank and I'll do online banking. Perfect. Flickr said, sorry, ICICI Bank says, thank you, sir. We'll contact you in 2 months. Now ICICI Bank goes to Microsoft. Hey, Microsoft, we have a trusting issue with the customer. My customers are not trusting. They trust you. They don't trust me as ICICI Bank. They trust Microsoft. Can you please help me to give a certificate? Microsoft will say, why should I give you a certificate? Who are you? Then ICICI Bank says, okay, I'm a bank, right? So give me a certificate. Want me to do? He will tell Microsoft, okay, tell me whatever things you want to tell me. You say do this, do this, do this. Then only I'll give a certificate. We will do that. Microsoft says, okay, you have to pay me a fee of 1 lakh. Yes, we will. You have to use .NET. Yes, we will. You have to delete the cookies. Yes, we will. Microsoft is giving you a 2030 guidelines. All these are developed in ICICI Bank. Then ICICI Bank will go to Microsoft. Hey, Microsoft, 3 months back we came and you told me that to do this. We did. Microsoft will check ICICI Bank website, complete, fully, thoroughly. Yep, looks good. Microsoft will issue a certificate. That is called certificate-based authentication. A third party is using a certificate. Third party gives certificate. Do you know that in India, all the bank get certificate from, right, Indian government? Bank SSL certificates. In India, right, I forgot that. Right. I'll give you that. SSL certificate authority. India. In India. All the banks, right, get a certification from some certification authority. See, buy a certificate. Buy a certificate. Right. So I will say ICICI Bank CRTIFIC certificate authentication. Authentication. Digitally signed certificate. See, I'm opening. ICICI Bank is secure. It's a digital sign certificate. And who gave it? The list of license certificate, controller of certificate authority, see government, cca.gov.in is giving all the certificates. See, controller of certificate authority, Ministry of Electronic and Information Technology, Government of India. E-signed online certificates. In India, any banking transaction has to get a certificate from them. They are the certificate authority. See that? Root C of India, root certificate, CA certificates, certificates. You have to apply to them. They will give you a certificate. Our ICICI Bank is also signed, which you don't know. You have never even known this. This is the certificate issued by them. See, safe banking, digital signature certificate. I don't trust ICICI Bank. It's a private bank. Why should I trust? I want some government certificate, ID proof saying that yes, authorized ICICI Bank is not a chore. It's not a thief. It's not a donga. Right? Government is certifying. That is, it is this controller of certifying authority, Government of India. Right? All the company has to get it. Every bank. Go and time HDFC Bank certificate. You will see that they are also certified from here. See, now you learned some general knowledge which you never used to know. Every bank. So now I will say I trust Government of India. I don't trust Microsoft. ICICI will say, okay, we'll go to Government of India and we'll get a certificate from government. They will apply a certification to the government. Government will check everything and then they will issue a certificate to government, to ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank will come. Rupam, you told that you don't trust us. So fine, you trust government. This is the certificate that I got from the government, Ministry of Certification and Authority, Electronics and Commerce. We got the certificate. I will check the certificate. I will say, okay, I trust you. I trust you. Again, I will start using. This is called as certificate-based authentication. This is the code diagram, guys. I'm coming here, integration concept. Tomorrow I'll be using this word certificate. Don't get surprises. It's a certificate-based authentication. Next, perfectly fine. Suddenly, right, still these hackers are very intelligent. They are also trying to crack those certificates. They are creating a duplicate certificate. Yes, it can be created, right? Your engineering certificate, fake certificate can be created. So why can't certificate issued by a government of India can be faked? I can, how do I, it's a genuine or not, right? I will show ID card. How the Rupam will verify whether the ID card is genuine or not? I will come and say I'm from CBI and I'll show you ID card. You will see my ID card photo. My photo will be printed. How will you identify whether it's original CBI or not? Same thing here. Then Government of India recognized, saying that, right, this is, people can fake us. Then they came up with something called as key-based authentication. Along with the certificate, you also has to enter a passcode that will be sent to your mobile. Key-based authentication. Key-based. You enter your username and password. Immediately, system will send a authentication key to your mobile phone. You enter that, then only the transaction will go through. Now, people are more intelligent. Hackers are also intelligent. He is also constantly building his technology, trying to crack those, right? Integration security is the major concept. That's the reason I'm discussing more on security, because your data, when the data is within the Salesforce, it's well and fine. But when your data is going out of Salesforce to someone else, your data is exposed. Your customer credit card numbers is exposed over the network. You don't know who is stealing what, right? Hence, this is a business data. That's the reason I'm talking much on security. When we'll come, we will discuss on the security also. Same way, OAuth. What is OAuth? You go to Google. I say www.google.com. I say, right, ABC. I say ABC Bank. It is asking me username and password before it gives the result? No. Anyone can open a Google, can search. Such type of authentication is called OAuth. That means no authentication, single word. Open authentication. That means open password. You can come and write the data. OAuth. SSO, single sign-in. Now you, wherever you go, whichever website you go, what happens? You are in Big Basket. It says login with Facebook, login with Gmail or Google account. Yes or no? Because I cannot keep on creating username and password for Big Basket, username and password for Flipkart, username and password for Amazon, username and password for Myntra, username and password for what you call Goofers, username and password for so many apps. There are 100 apps I'm using, 100 username IRCTC. Again, there one username and password. How many username and password will I remember? That is the reason they came up with a concept called a single sign-in. One username and password, Google. You can use it to log into your what? Anything. Bounce, authenticate from Google, right? Big Basket, Google. Anything you open. Today, what are those? LinkedIn, Google, Facebook, authenticate with Twitter. These are some famous SSO, single one username and password used in multiple applications. Single sign-in. Last one is AD, Active Directory. It is an Active Directory certification. It is a company Windows server based. I don't want Google based authentication. Mine is a company. Why should I certificate? I should go ahead with Google. We will have our own password and username stored in within the company premises. We call them as AD, based authentication. With this authentication, you will write what? You will allow the data to access. You will allow the data to access. Data sharing will happen with JSON. All the terms and conditions are protocol. All these three together is called as REST and SOAP. In single word, this is your syllabus that you're going to learn in next 1 month with me. Whatever you're able to see in the screen, right? This is what you will be learning with me in the next 1 month. If you know all these things, your integration is done. Back, because of the password authentication, now ICICI Bank has implemented certificate as well as PIN-based authentication. This looks more secure because every time the PIN get generated and it will come to only to my mobile phone. It is not coming via internet, right? Directly bank is sending the PIN to whom? To a telecom provider. Telecom provider is directly sending it to my mobile phone. That number I am entering, and that is only one time. You enter one time, second time nobody can use that number again. Suppose a hacker takes the number in between, the PIN also. Can he use that PIN for second time? No, it's only one time usable PIN. Right? OTP is only one time password, it says only one time. That means if I get the password, I will enter in the bank will give a transaction. Next time with the same username, password, same OTP comes. So it will say, sorry, denied, already used. Hackers cannot hack it secure unless until hacker hacks your phone. That's the later part of the story. But through the network, your data is secure. So what we do, right? This is the complete integration. Transferring of data from one system to another system, transferring information needs these technologies. These are the concept that is needed for transferring of data from another system. Same thing happens here, right? Same thing happens. Transferring of data from the other system also will give me the data back, right? I'm giving something, they are giving me something. This is the whole diagram. So sending, receiving. This is the sender. This can be both. This is sending. Send, right? Also called as request. I'm using the term request. This is receiving, also called as response. Tomorrow if I say response, don't think. Response is nothing but receiving the data called response. Response has to be deserialized. Request has to be serialized. Request always has to be serialized. Serializing it. Serialization, deserialization. Clear now, guys? Able to understand the integration concept. First class of integration. Yes. Able to understand what is integration. Transferring of information from one system to another system is called integration. We are using what? Programming integration. In program integration, three concept is compulsory: protocol, data, security. In protocol, TCP/IP, FTP. In data, JSON and XML. In security, all. This is the way you will start communicating the data between the two machines. This whole square block is called REST and SOAP API. This is called REST and SOAP API. Clear, everyone? Yes or no? Able to understand, guys? Tell me. Yes or no? Anybody has any questions? Any questions, guys?
No, sir.
Right? Anybody has any questions? No? Clear? Everyone?
Sir, could you give the example
Yep.
for OpenAuth?
Google.
Real-time example.
Google.
Only
OpenAuth. Why not? Flipkart. You don't enter your username and password. It's OpenAuth, right?
okay.
OpenAuth. OpenAuth. Every website is OpenAuth. You go to you go to what? ICICI Bank. It's an OpenAuth. Unless until it's an OpenAuth as well as it's a other authentication, password key-based authentication. Right? Is it that as soon as I go to the ICICI Bank, does it ask for a password? No. Right? ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank. I go there. I open
But
there.
when
It's a
we are going with the search engine,
right. See,
Google.
I want to read. Google is a search engine. It's see, I'm clicking on NRI business. I click on product, right? Business loan. I click on right. These are the products are offering LIC. All the different policies are coming up. From where this is coming? These are all OpenAuth, open to everyone. You don't
Yeah,
require
these.
any password. These are OpenAuth.
Yeah,
But
yes.
whenever you want to access a core data, then it's not an OpenAuth.
Okay.
Then it's not an OpenAuth. Right? Google is an
Some
OpenAuth.
particular, some third-party services or product placing our
Google
platform,
is
right?
OpenAuth. It doesn't require that you have to log in. Without that, also it'll give you all the suggestions, all the things. Right? Tomorrow onwards, we will start looking on this. Understood today's class? This is what we do. Whether it's a boy versus a girl, you need these all. Serialization, deserialization, security, right? Agreements. When you'll talk, same complete love affair with a different girl with a right very opposing father is an integration, right? Is an integration. How do you transfer the data securely so that nobody can crack, nobody can take it, right? DGRATION, integration, ARCH, architecture. I'm posting it in your chatter today or tomorrow. I will post it. Did I logged in? No, I don't think so. It's 96 only. Okay. So I'll post this diagram. Tomorrow onwards, we'll start doing it. Your first class will start. We are not using any tool. As I told you, Uday, we are not doing tool-based authentication. We are not doing tool-based authentication. I'll be teaching you what? Right? Program-based authentication. Program-based. using any tool, right? Third party, I'm not showing you, right, integration using an Informatica, integration using a DBAMP. No, these are tool based that you can download. You can read the guide, that you don't need me for right. For example, okay, Google, already I'm in DBAMP. It's an integration between SQL Server, Salesforce data to SQL Server. Download, there's a documentation, read. It's a tool based. You don't need any programming. Done. Informatica, tool based. You don't need programming. But these are paid. These are not free. Informatica. Go ahead. It's a integration tool. It integrates, right? Completely integrates. Integration tool between the two systems. These are license based. Clear? So very less company will go by license based. Most of the company will go by what? It will go by programming based. You have to write a program. How many tools will you buy like this? For SMS gateway, one tool. For postal code, one tool. You have to keep on paying tool, money. That's the reason they will go by what? Programming. They will hire a developer, because to run a Flipkart, I have to integrate payment gateway. I have to integrate currency converter. Somebody wants to pay in dollar. I need a currency converter, right? I need postal code, right? I need this, that. So many things I need, right? Understood? Everyone? All non-programmers able to understand?
Sir, transferring data between two languages is integration.
No. Two systems.
Okay.
Two systems. One system can use both language. Why? In Salesforce, didn't you use Apex and Java together? Visual Force page, didn't we did a Java function with a Apex page block and then writing a JavaScript? How many languages there in one page? More than one language can be there in one page. Now that page wants to communicate with postal code. How can you say it's a language integration? It's not a language. A language can be anything. It's a two system between the boy and a girl. Language is a to overcome that language we have JSON and XML. It is a two system information between two system, not information between two language. Information, not information between two languages, between the boy and the girl. It's not between Telugu and Bengali, right? Telugu and Bangla is a language, right? It's not between Guju and Bong. It's between Gujarati and Bengali. So it is not the between the language. It is between the system, right? That's the reason I gave you in the definition. It's system, information shared across a system. Okay, thank you guys. Tomorrow, same time, we will start continuing. Don't miss a single class. One class you miss, vanish. Everything is continuation, you can see now. Once again, I'm calling it out. It will be a little tough. You're in the toughest part of Salesforce you're entering. Toughest part of Salesforce you're entering. One class you will miss, it will be Greek, French, Latin. Rest, I leave it at you. Right? Yes, tell me.
ఎప్పటివరకు data serialize, deserialize అవుతూ ఉంటుంది సార్. Is there any end for that?
Is there any?
End and ఉందా సార్ వాటికి?
Sorry?
ఎప్పటివరకు data deserialize?
Very low. I can't hear you. Yes, now it's clear. Come to the question directly. Tell me.
Is there any end for that one? An end.
Is not able to hear you. Others, can you hear what she's saying?
She is saying that up to what time data will get sterilized and desterialized. There is any ending for that?
Is the time here? What do you mean by time? I told
I
you
mean,
I love you. Now tell me what is the time this data will be there. Till the time you love me, the data will be there. The day you start hating me, bas gone. That feeling is gone. What do you, hey, I'm sharing a data. Till what time the data will be there? What is that question? I didn't got it.
నో సార్ సీరియలైజ్ డీసీరియలైజ్ ఎప్పటి వరకు అవుతూ ఉంటుంది సార్. డేటా ఇస్ దర్ ఎండ్ ఏమైనా ఉందా, లేకపోతే ఇంకా అసలు
అది నడుస్తూ ఉంటది కదా. నేను నీకు చాట్, సో వీఆర్ చాటింగ్ టుగెదర్, హాయ్ అని అనుకో, సీరియలైజ్ అవుతుంది. ఇట్ విల్ కమ్ టు యూ, యూ విల్ డీసీరియలైజ్, యూ విల్ సే హాయ్ సార్, యూ విల్ సీరియలైజ్ ఇట్, ఇట్ విల్ కమ్ టు మీ, ఐ విల్ డీసీరియలైజ్ ఇట్. ఐ సెట్ ఎలా ఉన్నావు, దెన్ ఇట్ విల్ సీరియలైజ్, ఇట్ విల్ గో టు యూ, యూ విల్ డీసీరియలైజ్, దెన్ యూ విల్ రిప్లై ఐఎమ్ గుడ్ సార్, ఇట్ విల్ కమ్ టు మీ, యూ విల్ సీరియలైజ్ ఇట్. Whenever there's a data transfer, it will keep on going. If you stop, deserialization will stop. You continue the chat, serialization deserialization will continue till the time the data transfer is active. Serialization and deserialization is active.
Okay.
That's it.
ఓకే సార్.
Right? Anything else? Anything else? Whoever is attending for the first time, there could be 2 or 3. Right? Guys, are you able to understand? Yes or no? New joinee. There are 2 or 3 people who joined. I got the information. Able to understand? Yes or no?
Yes,
Vignesh. Yes. How many people? Vignesh. Who else? Give me the name. Who else joined?
అపర్ణ.
Yes, I
Aparna,
am.
Vignesh. Sorry?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Everything
that's good. Everything is okay?
Yes.
So, tomorrow onwards, we will see this all. Right? So, thank you guys. Tomorrow, same link, same time, log in.
Same.
Yes.
Okay.
Same link. Link doesn't change. Okay. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.